They've sent me emails, said that they're excited, so I'm hoping it goes as planned. I have 55 ADN second year nursing students, and I have 10 first and second year EMS students from Richmond Community College. This is every year we put it together. I've been working at the college for 18 years. This is my biggest one I put together with that biggest of students and the biggest of stations. So this is like the first time. 10, maybe, about 10 years. And it started out with just nursing, and then once we brought in the EMS program, we brought them in and done it. We start planning this in the fall, so it takes months of planning. Okay, so what the scenario is that we have 2 teenage girls that were at the Speedway, and they jumped in a car and stole the car and drove this way, and they tried to make a quick turn to get away from the high-speed chase for the cops and lost control of the car because they were inexperienced drivers, and so they caused multiple car collisions on the wreck. And there's going to be some white powder that was in the trunk of the car that's going to be decontamination issues that they're going to have to deal with. So we have Cape Fear Lifeline that's landing at 8:20 to show the students how and what the critical care flight truck is. The helicopter, sorry. But then we've got the Cape Fear ambulance, medics, nurse, and paramedics that are going to talk to the students about what critical care side is for flight, what we do here. And then we also have EMS basic trucks that are going to run through and show them compare the difference between the critical care truck and a basic truck. We have Richmond Community College is doing an EMS and like extrication event out with Gibson Fire Department and Scotland County Sheriff's Department on the scene. And then we have some triage that's coming forward for the faculty, but we also have Richmond Emergency Management and Scotland Emergency Management who brought out their disaster trailers that are going to run them through how E911 works, communication, and how the treatments is set up in the trailer. So we're dividing them up at each station to go through all of that. And we do have a station that's set up for them to show them communication on a disaster drill, how they're going to speak on live radio to 911 and tell them what they need to know on the patients we're coming in. So we have, First Health Richmond has allowed us to, we have the SLC part and in the back, so it's going to play the ER traumatic, bringing the patients in and running traumatic codes onto the patients. And then we have the setup of everything that's coming through with the SBAR communications and dividing the patients.
Nerve-wracking. Very exciting, but also very nerve-wracking. We appreciate the simulations just because it does give us an idea of what to do, but it is our first exposure, so like they were saying, it is kind of nerve-wracking. Well, we're given the in-class training, and you think you're prepared because our instructors do very well. They're very knowledgeable, and then you get on scene, and it's like, I don't want to say adrenaline, but it's the oh wait a minute situation that comes on, and you're like, okay, you have to think through, but realistically you don't have time to think through. So just realizing that the classroom application to the situation of, realistically you are the one that's going to have to take care of this patient. You do want to keep this patient safe, and you do want to rely on your training and having to set yourself and your nerves aside to focus on your patient. It can be difficult. I don't think we take that into consideration in the classroom. Our instructors can preach it, but until you're actually doing it, it doesn't really apply. It doesn't dawn on you the effect it really will have on you in simulation, so I can't even imagine a real life experience.